Hey guys, I'd love you to welcome back Patricia from patricialohan.com, our Feng Shui expert on the Reno show. And today we're going to be talking about
living rooms.
Living rooms. Yeah, it's kind of where, for me, it's the chill zone. Like where when the day's unwound and we've cleaned up in the kitchen, we retire and we connect. We usually connect with each other in our living rooms.
So one of the big things which you have done so well here in your living room is a beautiful round coffee table.
What's your theory on round things? I think every space needs a round thing.
I'm all about the soft corners and the round because it's like it is really that sense of flow and really good for communication, really good for like coming around a table. You know, it's that sense.
It's like inviting, isn't it?
It's very, very inviting. So that's a really good one to think about just in terms of your space. Have a nice round coffee table, or even your use the side tables that are nice around, and there's that sense of just like comfort and connection. And then really when it comes to living rooms, you really can go whatever direction you want with it. As in you just talked about, you want it to be a place for chilling, for connection, for being together.
Absolutely.
So colours wise, you want to make sure that you're not going like too vibrant on like the red or
bright orange,
or so that's again too much fire energy. You want to just like keep things calm. And that's one of the things when I came in here, I was like, I can feel a sense of calmness because those colours are very grounding and very supportive of that, like, you know, of your intention. In your living room again, you have like loads of plants, and plants are great.
I'm a plant addict.
Plants are such good feng shui because they are like
Why is that?
First of all, they're exchanging the oxygen, so they're like bringing
so they're good for us.
They're good for us, number one. Number two, you are bringing things that represent growth and vibrancy and just like other living beings basically into your space.
So they're sharing our vibration,
they're sharing the vibration and
energy.
improving it, like really improving it and absorbing the
Is that why I
energy.
fondle my plants?
Honestly, you could be talking to them, become friends with your plants.
Well, I named my fiddle leaf. His name's Jono. Apparently you need to name your fiddle leaves to keep them alive.
Oh, there you go. And you become friends with it. And the thing is, like, a lot of times people can be, you know, oh, I'll just get like an artificial plant. I can't keep plants alive. And they're dead energy. So essentially, literally dead energy. And the thing is, you'll have it left in this place. And we're all about making things flow. Plants are moving, even if we can't see them like move like this.
Well,
but
this one literally is.
It
moves. Like I open the door and it moves and grows. And so if you were to say you're not a green thumb, so I'm a massive fan, like people that have flowers in their house, I'm like, buy a plant, it will actually cost less than the flowers, and even if you're not a green thumb, it will last like at a minimum 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
But there's then that moment of when you're not a green thumb and it's maybe dead. Important to remove from your space.
Definitely important to remove from your space.
I'll stop touching him now.
It's all good. So in terms of plants, we're really big fans of like the money plant, the jade plant, because it's thick and it's a succulent and it's really nice. And it like represents money because it holds onto the liquid a lot. So it's like quite juicy.
Is that the same for all succulents?
All succulents except cactuses. So spiky ones we don't want because they're
a bit trendy right now.
They are a bit trendy, and I am like not a fan. Basically. So I've had to say to a few people, you can't really like cactus. And just think about it in your living room. You're talking, you want to attract a communication, friend, love and joy and connection together. And then you have this plant in the middle that's like spiky. Like that's really going to push the energy away.
Get drawn to it too.
They do. And then
they insist on touching it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So not a fan of those. And then artificial ones, the energy just gets stuck in that area. So it starts connecting dust basically. And that's a really another thing when it comes to like ornaments and things that you're just like, they just become dust collectors. So
a bit like doilies.
Yes.
Did your mum have doilies in Ireland?
Doilies, so many doilies. And like my mum still has ones that she puts on the side of the couch that were like my grandmother's.
Wow.
And it's so sweet with my grandmother's, but she's like a leather couch and they keep falling. So every time you sit, they fall.
Slip.
And then you end up having to put them back again. And I'm like, this is just a really useless exercise.
Okay, so round features.
Living features.
What about light?
Light lighting, I really love the idea that you can like change your lighting at different times.
Yeah.
So during the day, it's totally cool to have it bright and open, but then in the evening time, you want to like tone it down, so have some nice lamps.
Soft and
so you're
low.
softening it,
so
and you're really coming into that downtime.
You technically crossed completely over being into interior designer in that it's about levels of light and control of your light at all times.
For sure.
Because if you don't, realistically, you're in Australia where bright and hot or dark and cold, and so you need to harness that.
For sure. And then just making sure that everything that's in that space aligns with what it is that you want. So for example, like if you have books, you know, are they like books that you are going to want to read again, or are they books that kind of represent where you're going in your life, what you want to create, and like looking at the library and what you have in your space. I'm a huge fan of like making your house become a vision board for what you're creating. So it's like the sign, the books, the images, everything that you have in like your living room, in the spaces that you spend a lot of time.
Yes.
So for example, like that's why if you do spend a lot of time in your living room, you want to make sure that there's things in it that feel good, but that represent
and that inspire you.
And that inspire you. Yeah.
I like it. I think one of my living rooms might need a makeover after that. I'll put that on the Reno show for you to see later. Thank you so much,
You're
Patricia.
welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us for On the Couch Sunday. I'll be back on Wednesday with more DIY tips, but make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button so you never miss an episode.